Hi everyone, it's Nicole Spohr here today, and I am so excited to be sharing a clean and simple die cut design card featuring the Spellbinders August 2020 small die of the month called Sitting Pretty. This is also a super quick video for me. I know a lot of my videos are a lot more detailed and long, but I really wanted to do a clean and simple card today, and I hope you love it as much as I love how it turned out. We are going to trim a piece of 10 Pail Fun Stampers Journey cardstock to 4 inches by 5 1/4 and emboss it with the Fun Stampers Journey Love Stripes embossing folder. Love this embossing folder. It's one of my most often used embossing folders. And then from here, we are going to go ahead and adhere one of the kind of, I don't even know what the shape is exactly. They're petals. I'm going to call them petals around the center of my design. So I have die cut the center piece from some Huckleberry Fusion cardstock, and then I've used a rainbow of other Fun Stampers Journey cardstock that I'm going to place around. So kind of in between each of those petals on this. So I glued that center piece to the center of my panel, and then I'm going to work my way around adhering these petals. This is only one of the shapes. You can see there's 3 different ones. There's that center piece, can be used with this or on its own. There's like some little flowers you can build, and then there's a teeny tiny alphabet. I am using the one petal, the center piece, and the alphabet today. We are going to overlap each of these petals. That just naturally is how it falls. So super easy to adhere these. As I start to get more of the petals put in place, I am going to take some acrylic blocks and set them on top to help hold them flat, especially since we have an embossed background. I wanted the embossed background because I felt like it needed a little bit of interest, but I didn't want to take away from this bold statement piece in the center of my card. So that little subtle diagonal stripe embossing, I absolutely love that. And putting the acrylic blocks on top is going to help hold these down while the liquid glue is drying. Now I accidentally slightly skewed that petal I just placed. Luckily I'm going to be able to fix it before the glue dries, but that almost would have bothered me because it was really wonky and I wanted it to be straight up and down. And you can see how easy it was to put together this petal. I think that you could use these dies to make snowflakes for winter themed cards. Use them for all kinds of designs. They are really pretty. The name of this kit is Sitting Pretty, and it definitely is a pretty set. Now once this is dry and flat, I am going to take a little piece of vellum. I kind of thought about using a piece of gray cardstock, and I want to show you how it takes away from the design. I know I just briefly showed that there. My go-to for when I still want to see what's back behind my sentiment is to add a piece of vellum. So we're going to add a vellum wrap around this embossed and embellished panel, and we are using the teeny tiny alphabet. I've die cut it from white cardstock to spell the word hello. You could do thanks, thank you, happy birthday, with sympathy, gosh, anything you can think of. You can spell it out. These are teeny tiny, so I really like the size of the letters here. I think it's often kind of hard to find a nice die cut tiny alphabet, and this one really fits the bill. You can use it with all of your Spellbinders dies that you already have. I started in the center. I don't really have to worry about centering this exactly on the panel. I purposely left this long. It's probably 8.5 inches. I just trimmed a little strip off of a piece of 8.5 by 11 vellum because this is a wrap. I don't want to put adhesive actually on anything that's touching the front of the card. We're going to glue it down to the back of the panel. I will tell you, I wish I would have waited to adhere this, but I was so excited to see how it looked because I added gemstones, and I originally thought I just won't add the gemstones underneath the yellow or the blue petal, but I think it doesn't look complete if you do that. Luckily, because it's a wrap, I'm going to be able to kind of take my tulle one and lay those gems underneath. And I'll show you what I mean in a minute. I'm simply wrapping my vellum around the panel when I have it where I want it to go, securing it with some nice, very sticky adhesive. And there is my vellum wrap. Now the card honestly looks great just like this. You could adhere this to your white top fold card base and call it good, because I love that rainbow flower. But I decided to go ahead and take gemstones and add them to the flower petals in the coordinating colors. I simply grabbed these honeybee stamps gemstones that I had on hand in rainbow colors, and you can see I'm just laying the same color of gemstone over each petal. And I love the effect. It adds a nice little bit of sparkle, adds a great little touch of embellishment to a very clean and simple card design. Got some little aqua ones here, and then I'm going to grab some light pink ones from another set. I think I used the Log Cabin and Rainbow crystal gems from Honeybee Stamps. Now see the yellow and blue that are underneath the vellum strip. It's really obvious that there's no gems there, and I think it just doesn't make the design look complete. So I'm really carefully just placing those underneath so that the design is complete, and it actually looks so much better this way since I chose to use the gemstones. I hope you guys have enjoyed this very clean and simple rainbow design die cut card featuring the Spellbinders August 2020 small die of the month called Sitting Pretty. The supplies I used to create my card are listed and linked below the video here on YouTube. Here are a couple more videos featuring Spellbinders Club kits that you might be interested in. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up and be sure to subscribe to my channel and hit that notification bell to never miss a new card making video. Thank you so much for joining me today, and we'll catch you next time.